We are live, everybody. Wow, happy Thursday, last Thursday of the month of May, here in the beautiful, absolutely beautiful North Valley of Albuquerque, New Mexico. And we are here today to do an exciting ribbon cutting with our friends, members of the chamber from the village of Los Ranchos. So to kick us off, to get us started, I'd like to introduce to you the Albuquerque Hispano Chamber President and CEO, Mr. Ernie Baca.
Thank you, Shannon. Wow, what a beautiful, typical Albuquerque morning. Or I guess maybe, oh yeah, still it's morning. This place is hidden in plain sight. The Larry P. Abraham Agri-Nature Center is unbelievably beautiful. And we're excited to be here with Mayor Don Lopez to celebrate what's going on here. If anybody just drives by on Rio Grande, you're missing out on something beautiful. Hidden in plain sight, please come and see this. We're excited. They're a member of the Albuquerque Hispano Chamber of Commerce, and we're going to do some great things here. I want to introduce my boss, the chairman of our board, J.P. Espinosa, the managing partner for New York Life, to say a few things. J.P.
Thank you so much, Ernie. New Mexico is so beautiful, and right here in the village of Los Ranchos, it is a prime example of how beautiful New Mexico is. If you haven't had the opportunity, you need to come out. You know, one thing I do believe, that we are New Mexico proud because we are New Mexico strong. And the village of Los Ranchos demonstrates that strength and that pride. And they do it by the wonderful leadership of Mayor Don Lopez. I don't know if you know this, but Mayor Don Lopez has served this community since 1992. And over the last 3 years, he's been the mayor of this thriving city. Now, in addition, what makes this leadership so strong is that not only has he given his life to public service, but he also defended our country through the Air Force, and we couldn't be more proud of a leader. So I'd like to introduce you, Mayor Don Lopez. There you go, Mayor.
Thank you, JP. I want to welcome everybody here today. Obviously, I'm the mayor of Los Ranchos, Donald T. Lopez, but nobody calls me Donald. Everybody calls me Don. And so sometimes they call me Don, sometimes they call me Mayor Lopez, and a few people call me Colonel Lopez because that's what I was in the Air Force. But dear Hispano Chamber of Commerce members, Village of Los Ranchos staff who are joining me today, and other officials and members of our wider community, the Village of Los Ranchos welcomes you to our village today. We are honored to have you come visit us and see our agricultural heritage and get a sense of the vision for the future. Our village of over 6,000 residents and spanning 4.5 square miles is proud to show you what we have to offer. The village has a rich agricultural heritage which includes up to 7 or more dairies that were back in the 1930s, which included the Creamland Dairy, which started at Los Poblanos right across the street, and the organic farm of Los Poblanos still exists today in Los Ranchos. Also, a local farm is referenced to have shipped celery to the White House back in the 1930s. Back in the 1930s, there were larger acre farms of up to over 100 acres. In today's visit, you can see around you a display of the rich agricultural heritage from this 23-acre site, the Agri-Nature Center. We hope you get to see the uniqueness of the area and all that it has to offer, from vegetable production to lavender to hops to grapes to orchards and everything in between. We respect all our farmers and growers, from the backyard growers to the larger farmers on bigger acreage. We love our agritourism and the haven that is the Los Poblanos Historic Inn and Organic Farm, to trails on ditches, to bike trails along the bosque. What's not to love? We also have our Los Ranchos Growers Market, now in its 27th year, which attracts at times as many as 1,000 people weekly on a Saturday morning. Looking into the future, the village continues to embrace the traditional agriculture methods, but also looking to new ways of doing agriculture by introducing STEM into agriculture through Explora. We will also work with the Arrowhead Center in Las Cruces to looking at new innovations and technology in agriculture. The village will be a hotbed for trying new systems and innovations in small agriculture. We see endless possibilities to teach the new generations of farmers and new ways of doing agriculture by introducing other careers like science, engineering, automation, technology, math, and even art. The Larry P. Abraham Agri-Nature Center will see new ventures in 2021 and beyond. We will be continuing classes in collaboration with New Mexico State University Farm Extension Service, led by John Garlish. Explora has taken over our kids' farm camp in the spring, summer, and fall, which includes STEM. We are excited to see this collaboration taking place. We continue growing several varieties of hops, which collaborates with NMSU Farmington under Dr. Kevin Lombard, with growing experimental varieties of hops and the use of the harvester that we also share with surrounding hops farmers like Mr. Tom Brewer. Successful projects include the farm wash and pack infrastructure, including shipping containers and greenhouse. We will also add a 1-acre hops yard to the site to continue our commercial to the potential of hops and associated crops from brewing. This will be followed by bringing in education to the project to encourage more hops being grown in New Mexico. The final project is a half-acre lavender field supported by the Lavender in the Village Committee. This will see lavender grown on the Larry P. Abraham Agri-Nature Center site and on display for the first time at our Lavender in the Village Festival. By the way, I have some gifts for anybody who would like to take lavender as a souvenir from today's visit. Thank you for visiting us here in the village of Los Ranchos to Albuquerque. Los Ranchos has a rich history in agriculture, and our goal is to preserve and protect the traditions that make our village unique. I grew up here when most of this land was open space, and I worked in my grandparents' dairy and worked the fields. I have a personal commitment to see agriculture thrive in this village. This property used to be the Anderson Vineyards Winery, and when the village acquired it, there were some grapes, a whole lot of potential, and thriving grapes that actually produce about 60 gallons of wine every year. We pride ourselves on the steps we have taken towards protecting the agriculture tradition, and looking forward, we hope to expand by introducing regenerative practices, youth education, and economic development through our AgriFutures convenings, using strategic doing to make real steps towards goals laid out in our 2035 Village Master Plan of making this a center of excellence for agriculture. I'm happy to have you here to witness the cutting of the ribbon to celebrate the village of Los Ranchos joining the Hispano Chamber of Commerce. We thank you for visiting today, and we hope that you are inspired to see the potential in our village as an exciting opportunity to further strengthen and collaborate on the successes we have had. Mayor Don Lopez. Thank you.
Thank you, sir. Thank you, Mayor. We're going to move over here now for the ribbon cutting. I do want to thank our ambassador committee, Sonia from PC Place. And we got Robert here representing his wife, who's an ambassador as well, Diana Duran. So thank you guys so much. And real quick, are you going to represent this? All right. So real quick, sir, we're going to present this to you, and then we'll do the ribbon cutting.
Okay, why don't you hand it to our village clerk, Danielle. Please accept this.
Well, good morning. I am glad to be here, and it's quite impressive what you do here.
Thank you.
Thank you for what you do.
Thank you.
On behalf of the Board of Directors of the Albuquerque Hispano Chamber, I'd like to present to you this certificate as a proud member of the Albuquerque Hispano Chamber.
Thank you.
And on behalf of my committee, the Ambassador Committee, we'd like to present to you this plaque so that you can keep on your desk or near you so that you remember that the chamber is always here for you.
Thank you.
You're welcome. Congratulations.
Are we
Thank
ready?
you again. Yeah, let's count down from 3. Let's make it loud. You guys ready?
3, 2, 1.